Yo, what's going on?
What's going on? What's going on? Hey, it's me, Mikey the Poet.
Yo, Mo DZ, we here, man. We're Cultivated Collective, coming to you live and direct. We here, man. Cultivated TV. This is episode 1.
What's your rotation?
What's your rotation, man? We're trying to get it all going, trying to see what's going on with the artists out here, and provide a little platform for people to showcase what they got going on. Hopefully, you guys enjoy this one. We're starting out with a classic, man. This dude is coming up. The homie Dēdric Dean, he's a dog, producer, multifaceted artist. Gotta definitely tap in with the new tape that just came out.
Shout out to the homie. This is the first episode of What's Your Rotation.
All right. Hey, we back, man, full effect.
What's up?
My man Dēdric's here. We're gonna have a conversation. First off, my man, why don't you just introduce the people to who you are, where you from, the basics, of course.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm Dēdric Dean. Been in here, Salt Lake, I want to say since 2018. That's when I first moved up here.
Where were you coming from?
Central Utah. So, Yeah, not really from the city itself, but moved
definitely
up this way.
It.
Yeah, no,
definitely
exactly.
For sure.
But yeah, just kind of been steady growing the music stuff since moving up here, producing, rapping, and met all y'all through it, so
yeah,
just kind of growing it since.
What was it that got you started and all that? Was it when you first came to the city, or was it just how did that all come together?
Yeah. Really, where it started was just starting to freestyle, at the end of my high school time, and then. You kind of catch a few freestyles here and there where you're like, all right,
I kind of got some.
That wasn't completely ass, or hey, there's actually some bars in there.
Yeah.
And then from there, it was just oh, I wonder what it's going to be
like. I can do this. Yeah, I can.
Let me try writing now, Then writing kind of caught on, and then from there, let's see what it sounds like to record this now. Oh, that actually sounds pretty good. So really, from the time I was 18 is where it really took off.
It really started to hit, for sure. When was the first time you dropped a project then?
Oh my gosh. Kind of putting myself on blast. But I have a tape on SoundCloud. It's called Grossford.
Okay, shit.
So it's my entry point into actually releasing music. And that would have been, 2018, 2019, I want to say.
And that's you, Dēdric Dean, the artist. That's not just the production shit, right?
Yeah, I have bars on there. That's actually just a YouTube YouTube beats tape.
So at that point, you hadn't started producing?
Nope.
No? Okay. But hey, man, the whole segment is What's Your Rotation, so we're going to get into it, man. The whole point of What's Your Rotation was just to kind of get some level of an understanding, again, where you're at. In your creativity, what you've been doing at that level, maybe some of the things that are inspiring you.
One artist, I guess, musically that comes to mind is Big Mikey. Goes just by Mike, all caps.
Oh, Big Mike?
Yeah,
okay.
He inspires me a lot, really top to bottom. Production is always on point. Mm-hmm. Really great sample selection. Always got meaningful bars. So, but just to kind of go along with that, he's underground. He's well known for sure, but he's underground. Yeah. But I draw a lot of inspiration just from, honestly, the homies around me. You, Mikey, C, JT, Kev, everybody. Just I like listening to my friends' music, to be honest.
Should say that for real. That's the whole point of why we even brought you up here, man. I just have been, watching from afar and seeing just your progression, just as an artist, even from the first time I met you to now. It's to hear the new tape on top of that, it's damn, bro, you really got something to say, I think people are sleeping, regardless of the fact. And there's a lot of artists out here that are in that space. So, I'm very thankful to the fact that you include me in that conversation.
Oh man,
and shout out to C, man. That's my boy. He's definitely one of the top engineers, top artists, top people in this. I told him to come, he couldn't make it, so shout out to my dog for real. But how was it working with him too? Because I know how it felt for me, at least when I released the Gold Medals tape. But what was that process like?
No, it was awesome. The whole process behind the tape in general. Like, I knew exactly who I wanted to go to for it. You know, like, pretty much how it started was I had some bars written up that I was, feeling hype on, and it basically just, I guess, touching on the process a little bit. uh, how it came to be is like I got some bars written down, just kind of no beat to them. As that starts to develop, I kind of got something going here. Minute, that's the guy who I want to make the beats for these. Like, just vision kind of came to be.
Yeah.
From there, like, all right, now I gotta go record it. Ooh, so I heard the gold medals tape, and I'm like, all right, I like how that sounded.
Yeah,
I know C was behind it, but I want to hit him up.
Valid.
You know,
just putting the pieces together at that point, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So it was awesome, man. I got everything that I was hoping for out of working with C on that, having him engineer the tape, because, you need, in my opinion, you can get a lot more out of a session with a homie and someone who's gonna be real rather than a stranger or someone that,
somebody you're just gonna go to the studio with, and you may not have the same kind of like context with them or relationship at that level. Yeah, I mean, we built a pretty cool little team over here. Cultivated collective, baby. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about shit a little bit based off of like what we was just talking about, right? In terms of the process and how you've been getting into that mode. What is usually like your start? And I mean, we kind of talked a little off camera about like it's a little sporadic, but. What is it that gets you going once you're in that mode?
I think really what kind of triggers the process is, really just like being out, living life. And then, whether that's you see someone else having some kind of experience or you're feeling something in the day, an idea will just kind of catch from there. And it can be anything from like, oh, here's a hook idea, or here's like a first line to a verse. Then it can go as far as like being in the shower and a song idea comes to my mind,
or whatever, right?
So it's kind of just trying to find the space the best I can when that happens, to like lay some kind of foundation down to where when I really get my free time, this just as much as any other independent artist on a grind, like, we got a lot of other shit going on too. So you really, as much as you don't want to force it, you have to find those windows where you can like capitalize on the inspiration you're feeling. So that's kind of how it starts for me, and I just do my best to kind of capture when I have that window, like really hone in on it enough to where, kind of like I described earlier, setting up the next domino that's going to be able to fall on the process. Like, say I'm in the shower and I get that idea. It's like, all right, once I get out, and if I have 15 minutes before I got to go drive to work or whatever it might be, I'm going to go lay these ideas down the best that I can. So when I come back from work and I have another free window, I can rehearse the verse and lay it on the mic.
Yeah, you're kind of just already setting yourself up for it all. That's what's up. So like at that point, how do you really know when you're like, all right, I've hit this. This is it. Like I'm done, right? Like this is the closing of whatever project you're working on, be it a song, be it a verse, be it. How do you know you're finished?
Yeah, I mean, again, it's just sort of like more of a feeling, I would say.
Yeah.
Like feeling fulfilled, or like I got the mission was accomplished. And probably what I mean by that is I feel like I got my message across. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, facts.
Whatever that may be.
It resonated enough at that level to hit you. So like, that was enough. Yeah.
It kind of tells me like, if I were to do anything more to this, then I might be flirting with like being disingenuous somehow, or I'm diluting the message because I'm trying to do too much over it when it already resonated with me.
Yeah. I wanted to touch base a little bit with maybe what the process looked like to make the song you made for me.
Forever, baby. Forever.
Yeah, Forever, man. If you haven't listened to it, go check that out. What is in your top 3, rotations of what's keeping you solid in life? Like what are some things that, again, are just like, if you were to give the audience anything to take from what you got going on, man, like, what would you say?
Sheesh. Well, I don't know how much it's not no one size fits all for any of this stuff, and I'm definitely like learning and really unlearning a lot of shit.
I feel that. Yeah, I feel that. But you're gonna say that twice. Fuck, dog.
But things that I'm really trying to hone on in, especially in this new year. I go to therapy. Like every week, once a week, and that shit helps a lot.
That's valid.
But I mean,
hey man, if you need it, go get some help, dog. Yeah. Don't be like prideful about that shit, man. Everybody needs help sometimes. And I learned that from my grandma. So shit, bro. Like if Granny can tell you something, man, listen a little bit,
Yeah. It's never hurtful to talk to someone that you can build a solid relationship with, that you trust and can give you some unbiased advice. Sometimes I like to go to therapy because I kind of go for the challenge. Yeah. I'm trying to uncover those things and look at the things that in my free time I don't want to, because I maybe don't like it about myself. But it helps you try and learn how to love those things, because
they are a part of you, regardless of the fact.
They have roots. So, I be doing that. I try to just stay active, try to, play hoops, stay in the gym. I feel like that helps a lot, just de-stress, have a place to go.
Yeah, and then on
check out a little bit.
On a personal level, you be coaching too, right? Like,
yeah, actually,
man, Coach Dēdric, don't let him sleep on you, because he might say something to you.
Funny. Oh gosh, some of the players are probably gonna be seeing this.
All the kids are gonna be like, "What the? He's not my coach." Any other tidbits that you want to give, man, to the people, and let them, things you got going on, again, life stuff, anything that you want to get to the people before we call it over.
Dang, just tap in with the city, tap in with the artistry we got going on here. There's a lot of it. You just gotta go find it. You can't sit around and necessarily wait for it to come to you. You gotta, if you want to find it, you can, because there's plenty of talent out in the city. I know Mo's always working on stuff. I know Mikey's always working on stuff. Cultivated, the brand is always working on stuff.
Gear.
Definitely know that there's gonna be stuff coming down the pipe.
Yeah.
From them.
Honorable mention, my boy Create, man. Salute for letting us come through and do our thing here, man, and really pilot this thing off and give, again, artists a space. So, man, salute, and keep an eye out for my boy too, because he's killing it. But,
absolutely.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being on the first episode, the numero uno.
Yes, sir.
Like
Pilot Ep.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. Let's go tap in.
Palm trees from the zombies, medicine that heal me, run a tag. The streets ain't never built me.